Today I'm showing you my May favorites, and yes, I know I haven't done any favorites for the entire year up until now. So it's a bit odd because it's like literally smack bang in the middle of the year and I've suddenly jumped on the idea of doing favorites. But I have quite a few things that I've really loved this month, and so I thought I would just share them with you. And I know I was supposed to put up the video, the Wet n Wild other side of it, like the darker side, but that is coming up next week. Don't worry, it is coming. I'm just still busy editing it, and I just really felt like filming. And these are my May favorites. And it's the only hair product that I have in this month. And this is the Acai Brazilian Dry Oil. And this is from the range Brazilian Blowout. So after I wash my hair, I basically just towel dry it, and then I put 3 pumps of this into my hand, and then I run it through the ends of my hair. Not so much the roots, just because my hair does tend to get a little bit oily, but this stuff is amazing. My hair feels so soft, like even the ends, and it's not just because I cut it, it's also because I'm using this. The stuff is so great. This is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade, can't find it, On and On Bronze. If you have MAC Woodwinked eyeshadow, then this is quite similar, except it's like a cream shadow version. So you basically just dip your finger in and you spread it all over your eyeshadow, all over your eyelid, and you can just blend it, wear it underneath eyeshadows, and it really does then just make the eyeshadows that you put on top, it just sort of like brings them out even more, and it really intensifies the color. So I really like this, and if you've watched a few of my videos, you'll see that I did sort of like a review on this palette. This is the Stila Eyes of the Window Spirit palette, and I think it is absolutely beautiful. This has rose gold packaging, which I think is amazing. I love rose gold anything. You can tell by, you can't really see it that well, but that is rose gold. This little basket is rose gold as well. I'm on a serious rose gold kick, but the thing that I liked about this was this maroony sort of shade. I think it's really fun, and I think it's nice for autumn and winter. It's a really different shade. I don't have this kind of color, so I was just really drawn to it. And then obviously it has Kitten, which I love. It is amazing, beautiful for all over the lid or on the inner corner. Inner corner highlight would be amazing. This Jezebel shade, I'm wearing it today, and I think it is absolutely amazing. It's again kind of like a rose goldy coppery color, but it's a wearable copper. And then this shade in the middle over here is Puppy, and this I find is the best neutral crease shade. So the favorites out of this palette are Kitten, Puppy, Jezebel, and Pigel. This is Pigel, and it's stunning, and it's definitely worth the money. I think these are only 500 Rand. And you get 3, 6, 9, 12. You get 12 shades in here. 12 eyeshadow shades for 500 Rand. That is absolutely nothing compared to if you were to think of buying single eyeshadows for 190 Rand each. I mean, 12. I don't think there's, I don't know. You'd be stupid if you didn't buy this. That's rude, but you would. And this is the Maybelline The Rocket Volume Express Mascara. It is amazing. It's got a plastic wand, so if you have an issue with that, you may not like it. And it's a very interesting wand. I've never bought a mascara with a wand like this. It's like fat, and then it gets a little bit thinner on top. And it has tiny little bristles. Is it bristles? I think it's bristles. I put this down for quite a while I was using my L'Oreal Miss Manga, which I do still really like. But this I'm wearing today. It is amazing. It just does something really good for my lashes. Like, I have the tiniest little baby lashes you will ever see. They are horrible. And this just does something. It just like makes them like really pretty and like curled. It really does a good job, and it coats the lashes. You can go in a few times and it really does like build up and look beautiful. This is my most exciting purchase. I bought this in May. Yeah, I bought it in May. And I didn't use it until maybe like the middle of May because blogger problems, I had to photograph it first. So this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This has been raved about left, right and center, and is on every single beauty blog that you can imagine. It has cropped up in everyone's May favorites, maybe even like the UK bloggers. Obviously they're going to have it sooner. But this has pretty much, every time I've gone into a Woolworths to look for this primer water, it's just gone. Like sold out, people are buying it everywhere. The stuff is amazing. I really like it. It has been compared to the MAC Fix Plus, which you've also seen me use I really like both of them. I think the thing that I like the most about this, and this is what other people have said as well, is that the nozzle is so different. It's just like the fine mist. I don't know if, okay, I'm going to spray it. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll just, did you see that? So like, it's a really fine mist. It's like, whereas I think that it's our mouth. It smells so good though. It smells like it literally has like vitamins and like fruits and really good things in it. And I find with the MAC one, because I think it's literally just because of the nozzle, that it's more like directional and like I can feel it like hitting my face. Whereas this is just like a light mist. It's very, very pretty. So what I did today was I put on my eye makeup first, and then I sprayed this onto my face before I did any sort of like face makeup. So I did my eyeshadow first, and then and my mascara, all that kind of stuff. Sprayed this on just to set my eye makeup, which I find really quite nice. It's like a primer, but it's just so much easier. If you have an eyeshadow palette that you can use wet or dry, you can spray this onto your brush, and then you sort of like pat it into the eyeshadow, and it makes the color even more like metallic and beautiful. So for instance, I used it with the Stila Kitten shade as well as with Jezebel, and it made them like amazing, like super shiny, look metallic, almost a definite win in my books. If you do buy it, let me know what you think. If you're like a super professional person and you like know the differences between this one and the MAC one, please educate all of us, because I have no idea. I think they're pretty much exactly the same. This is their Eucerin Even Brighter. It doesn't have like an actual name, but I use it to just like, if you have any blemishes or little pimples or you can feel like something's coming up, I basically just pop it onto that area, and I feel like it sort of dries it out, not in like a hectic dry out sort of way, but it just tames it a lot. It takes the redness down. Because for some reason this month I've been breaking out like mad, like tiny little pimples everywhere on my face. But this has been a lifesaver. It's really nice underneath, because obviously you're going to conceal those areas, so you just wear this first before you put on your makeup. So this is the, oh, it is rubbed off. I don't know. This is in the corset. This is in the Real Techniques corset, and this comes with, I've been watching a few of Lisa Aldridge's makeup tutorials, and she talks a lot about doing precision concealing. So you can wear like a tinted moisturizer, and then you can just use a tiny little brush, something like this, and your normal concealer. You basically just put it onto the tiny little dots that you have, and then you can blend it in with your finger or with the brush. I really like this. I think it's a great brush for precision concealing. I think that the combination of these two has been a winner this month, because I was using a bigger brush and it just didn't work well. So just like put too much bronzer on. Definitely is warm. It's not great for like hectic contouring, because you can't do your whole face and like really chisel that out, because it's not sort of like grey enough. It's quite bronzy and quite warm, but I really do like this for just warming up the face. Like now in winter, my face is drab and it is white. It is so white, and this has helped me so much. Love both of these. I don't know if I've spoken about this, but I really love it. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Eyebrow Filler Perfecting and Shaping Gel. It's got like a tinted brown sort of gel which is in there. So it's got a normal mascara brush, and then you just brush it through your brows. You can use it by itself on like days where you're not wearing as much makeup and you don't particularly want to fill in your eyebrows completely. I also wear it with, like, once I've filled in my eyebrows, then I just run this through them just to like tint my eyebrow hairs a little bit more, and also to set my eyebrows in place. I've also spoken about before, and I have written a blog post about it, about a few of my different concealers, and this is in it. I'll pop it in the description box below. And I'm sorry for talking about this, because I know that it's not available in South Africa, and a lot of you have asked me where you can buy it. I think your best option is probably to buy it online. So I know that Feel Unique ships to South Africa. If you have a friend that is in the UK or the US, just like ask them if you can just buy something online and they can just pop it into their suitcase. If I were you, I would buy like 2 or 3. I'm not entirely sure on the price. I think it's maybe like just over 100 Rand or just under 100 Rand for it. But a lot of the stores, even online, have the 3 for 2 sale, which I would get 3 of these. This is the Maybelline Anti-Age, the Eraser Eye in the shade Light. It's great for under the eye. I really think that it like brightens up the area. I've forgotten my brush which I like to use with it, which is it's also a favorite. This is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush. I think it's the starter set. So if I don't have this or I've forgotten this at home and I do my makeup in the car every day, then the sponge applicator I find is actually really, really nice. I think it works well. I can literally just put it underneath my eyes, maybe use my fingers a little bit in some areas, but sometimes it's perfectly fine and I don't need to use my fingers because of the sponge applicator. So I'm a huge fan of this. This is not a brush that I would ever use in my crease, but it is amazing for blending concealer underneath your eyes, around your nose. I even used it today on my forehead, along the bridge of my nose, my chin. I think it's really great. It's one of those brushes that can really, it's like a precision brush. It can really like get in there. So those were my May favorites. If you buy any of these, let me know. I'd really like to know if you've bought any of the things that I've mentioned here or what you think of them. If you have a different opinion or if you absolutely loved some of this stuff, please let me know. I'd really like to hear from you. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and I hope that it's been somewhat informative or something interesting.